Welcome to Cuddle Kids Club. Today's story is The Resolution Star. The world was tucked under a blanket of winter white. And inside Leo's house, the air hummed with a special kind of excitement. The big wooden clock on the wall was ticking steadily toward midnight, its rhythmic tick-tock echoing the heartbeat of New Year's Eve. Leo sat on the rug, tangled in streamers, watching his parents. They were laughing over mugs of steaming cocoa, talking about something called New Year's resolutions. Leo's brow furrowed. He had never heard a word so long or so serious.
Mom, what's a resolution?
He asked, the word feeling clunky in his mouth. His mom knelt down, her eyes soft. She explained that a resolution wasn't just a word. It was a promise to your future self, a chance to grow a little taller on the inside. Leo's heart skipped. He didn't want a small promise. He wanted the biggest, most spectacular resolution in the whole world. He ran to his desk, clutching his favorite notebook, ready to write down something grand. But as he stared at the blank white page, his mind went as quiet as the snow outside. He didn't know how to start. Then, a flash of gold caught his eye. A shooting star, brighter than any he'd ever seen, streaked across the navy blue sky and landed with a soft thud right on his frosty windowsill. There, standing amidst the snowflakes, was Nova. She was a tiny, glowing star with eyes full of starlight and a smile that felt like a warm hug.
"I'm the resolution star,"
she chirped, her voice sounding like silver bells.
"and I think you need a little help finding your promise."
With a gentle tap of her glowing point, Leo's notebook began to shimmer.
"To find a true promise,
Nova whispered,
we must travel to where all dreams begin."
Before Leo could even blink, he felt his yellow sneakers lift off the ground. Together, they soared out the window and into the sparkling night. They flew past the moon and landed on the cloud of possibilities, a place where the air tasted like cotton candy and the ground felt like soft foam. Nova led him toward three massive, magical gates. The first was the gate of kindness, woven from glowing pink roses. As Leo touched it, he saw a vision of his friend Maya. He remembered the day she lost her puppy, Buttons, and how he had spent hours searching the park until he found him. The gate pulsed with warmth, reminding Leo that kindness is a magic all its own. Next was the gate of learning, built from giant, ancient books. Floating letters danced around Leo's head like golden butterflies. He saw himself at the piano, his fingers finally finding the right notes to a song he'd practiced for weeks.
"Learning makes your heart grow wide,"
Nova reminded him. But then, the sky turned a bruised purple. They reached the cloud of broken promises. It was a cold, misty place, filled with half-finished drawings and dusty toys. Leo saw a vision of himself walking away from his messy room, leaving his chores undone because they felt too hard. Suddenly, a great shadow loomed over them, the doubt monster. It was a grumbly creature made of dark smoke with the word "can't" written across its chest in jagged red letters.
"You'll never keep a promise!"
It roared, its voice like thunder.
"It's too hard! Just give up now!"
Leo felt small. He looked at his empty notebook and almost let it fall. But Nova didn't back down. She glowed with the intensity of 1,000 suns, pushing back the shadows.
"Leo, remember the joy of helping? Remember the pride of learning? The magic is in the trying."
Leo took a deep breath. He stood tall, pointed his pencil at the monster, and shouted,
I am stronger than my doubts.
With those words, the monster dissolved into a tiny, harmless puff of gray smoke that floated away into the breeze. They finally reached the hall of the Resolution Keeper. It was a library that stretched into infinity, filled with the promises of every child in the world. The keeper, an old man with a beard made of stardust, looked at Leo through his half-moon spectacles.
What have you decided, Leo?
Leo looked at the empty page in his notebook. He thought about the grand, spectacular things he wanted earlier, but then he thought about Maya and his piano. He realized that a resolution isn't about being perfect. It's about being helpful. The hall erupted in golden light. The Resolution Keeper smiled and pressed a star-shaped seal onto the page.
A promise of the heart is the strongest magic there is.
He said. The journey home was a blur of stardust. Leo landed back in his room just as the first firework of the new year exploded in a burst of emerald green. Nova gave him a final wink before she dissolved into a beautiful cloud of gold and silver glitter on his windowsill.
Happy New Year, Leo!
His parents called out, stepping into his room. Leo hugged them tight, the weight of his notebook in his pocket, feeling like a treasure. The very next morning, Leo saw Maya outside, struggling with a box far too heavy for her. He didn't hesitate. He ran into the snow, his yellow sneakers crunching loudly, and took one side of the box. As Maya smiled and thanked him, a tiny golden spark just like Nova flickered on the cover of his notebook. Leo realized that keeping a promise felt even better than making one. It wasn't just a new year. It was the start of a brand new, better Leo. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Cuddle Kids Club for more inspiring stories.